Man, that song about Mariah Carey that came out like 1992, what was it called? If You Ever Need a Friend or something, man, hey, go YouTube that joint. I mean, she murdered that track, man. I catch feelings on that song. That song got me all emotional, man. Like I mean, it starts off as like a sappy love song, but then as a tempo like picks up, it's just crazy. Like that song came out when I was in middle school, man, and like I never really appreciated it, you know, because I mean I was smaller and I was into like different kind of stuff. But then as I got older and I kind of like, I don't know, heard it for the first time in such a long time, it just kind of hit me in a different way. And it sounds different now because, you know, it's been so long. Like sometimes things like that happen, like, you know, when something first happens, it's just kind of like, whatever, you know. But then as you kind of like look back on it years later and you kind of like, I don't know, not so much relive it, but just kind of relive it in a way, kind of like, you know, I haven't heard that song in such a long time. I mean, man, I love her so much. In her prime, man, I'm saying move over Whitney Houston. I mean, Whitney, well, I mean, all due respect, Whitney. But Mariah Carey, I mean, especially in that song, those vocals are nuts. She is such a crazy little Puerto Rican. I love her so much, man. I mean, in her prime, man, oh man, Mariah Carey, I'm telling you, I mean, that mic, I could still smell that microphone burning from 1992, man. She killed it. She smoked that microphone, man. Go, if you don't know what song I'm talking about, it's called, I don't even really know what it's called, but go on YouTube and type in If You Ever Need a Friend or something. I don't even know. I think that's what she says in the song. But I mean, just bits and pieces of that song. That song is straight crazy, man. So just go look at those vocals. Are crazy. It's not, I mean, the lyrics are alright. It's not really about the lyrics, but it's just her voice, man. It's just off the hook, you know. So go check that out. This YouTube video is just something I'm doing because I'm bored and I just got done listening to that song, and it's just like, dude, like, I forgot all about that song. I was on the phone. I called Walgreens and they put me on hold, and I heard it, and I was just like, you know, because, you know, sometimes when you're on hold and if you call the right kind of store, sometimes they'll be playing some pretty cool music and whatnot, and they started playing that song. I'm like, man, wait, what? I remember that song. So I was just like, all right. I mean, so then I went on YouTube and I was just kind of like, man, you know, and I forgot all about that song. So I kind of just went on YouTube and I'm just like, man, you know, like, there it is. So yeah, I mean, that song came out, wow, like a long time ago. I mean, I was definitely a little kid when that song came out. I mean, I was like, man, like I said, I mean, I must have been in like 7th or 8th grade when that song dropped, but I do remember it playing. Like I said, I was never much into it. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. It was kind of like a song that I liked, but I didn't go out of my way to listen to. I mean, back then I wasn't like into LL Cool J, stuff like that. I mean, pretty much stuff like that. I mean, I don't really know what I really listen to. I just really listen to what I listen to. I didn't really have a set preference, you know, or an artist or something. But Mariah was all right. But I wasn't really into that song too much. You know, but that song, you know, you fast forward, and when I heard it, it was last year. I heard it, like, not last winter, but the winter before that, 2015 or something. And I heard that joint. I was like, man, like, her vocals are so perfect, and she just hits those notes so perfect, and it's not screechy, and it's not like, it's not to where you just want to rip your ears off your face and just, you know, throw them out the window, because it's not. I mean, she just kills it, man. Wow. So go check that out. And anybody who is, you know, like in their 30s or something should pretty much know what I'm talking about. That I mean, she murdered that track, man. I mean, like, when it first came out, you know, it wasn't, you know, it didn't even make, I don't even think it even made the top 40. I don't even think it was really that popular of a song when I mean, I remember playing it on, you know, it playing on the radio, but I mean, you go back and listen to it, man, how could that song not make the top 40? But it just goes to show you that, you know, I'm not really into music before that, like, at all. I mean, like the 80s and the 70s and 60s, and like, I don't get into all that. I mean, like the 80s, I was just a little baby, but I mean, the 90s is when, like, you know, Like that's my music right there. Like, you know, anything from like 91 to like the year 2000, and anything like beyond the year 2000, I don't know, that's kind of when music just like, I don't know, music kind of fell off like in the year 2000, but then when 2000 came around, it pretty much kind of just took a nosedive, and now it's just junk. It really is junk. None of it's good at all. I mean, even the stuff I used to listen to back in the day, I mean, if I could do it all over again, I mean, I probably wouldn't listen to it, because a lot of the stuff wasn't really healthy to listen to, like spiritually healthy. But you know, it is what it is. But go listen to that Mariah track, man. There's really nothing to, you know, that's all right. It has that kind of gospel, like, it's kind of like a, you know, like gospel sort of, like, I don't know. It's just like, but watch the video though. Don't you know, don't click on the lyrics. I mean, go watch the video, and that video is just, man, she kills it. But yeah, I'm just bored. I'm just kind of hanging out for, at least for the time being, until I just get sick and tired of hanging out. So I'm just kind of doing what I do. And that's the only reason I'm making this video, is because I'm just bored. I mean, if I had anything else going on, I would not be on YouTube talking about dumb stuff. But whatever, it is what it is. It's a beautiful day out here. It's like 80-something degrees, and I'm just kind of doing what I do. So people have a nice weekend.